Hello, my beautiful soul, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be embracing empowerment and sharing the journey of bariatric surgery, but through the lens of mental health and embracing emotional support when we need it post-op. If you're new here, hi, I'm Chelsea, and I am very grateful that you are joining us today. As someone who has personally gone through the transformative experience that is bariatric surgery, in fact, this month is my 4-year bariversary. I would like to trademark that word, thank you. I absolutely understand the emotional roller coaster that comes with a weight loss transformation. Today, I am hoping to dive into the topic of emotional healing and how we can support each other along the way. If you are looking for even more weight loss surgery content that deals with mindset, mental health, physical transformation, things I wish I knew and that I share with you, please subscribe here. We will also be covering this summer fun fashion things. I have a vlog coming up for you next week where I get to go to one of my favorite places. We're talking about Disney World magic. You should join us. There's a little subscribe button in the bottom corner of your screen, and if you click more in the description box, it'll be there too. Before we get started, I need to remind you that I am not a medical professional. I am simply a fellow traveler on this weight loss journey path. This video is really intended for my post-op friends, but if you are pre-op and looking for what is life like in a post-op weight loss surgery world, this might be really helpful for you too. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the ups and downs of life after weight loss surgery. I'm going to link a video above that talks about some things I now know, kind of like post-op non-scale victories, to offset some of the deeper conversation we're going to have today. So here's what I know. Weight loss surgery often gets touted for its success around the physical transformation that happens with our bodies. However, and I have said this in many videos, I feel as though the physical difference in my pre-op body, where I weighed 260 plus pounds, to where I am now, yes, that's a huge difference, is not as significant as my mindset health, my mental health changes. My internal transformation far exceeds my external. Now, please keep in mind, I am 4 years post-op. So this healing journey, understanding my coping mechanisms, dealing with my own mental health and my previous addictions, this has taken time, patience, and grace that I have sometimes given myself and am learning to give to myself on a more continuous, regular basis. So I'm going to be speaking from a place of healing, not healed, if that makes sense to you. My best piece of advice for you, but also for me, is to be patient. I am working on allowing myself to process the emotions that arise and recognize them in that moment rather than pushing them away, or what I tend to do or have tended to do in the past more quickly is to act on those emotions without recognizing that that was the cue or trigger for my behavior. So here are some strategies that have helped and are helping me, and I hope help you too. Number one, firstly, seek support. We should be connecting with others who have gone through this same experience. This could be joining a support group. It could be going through your clinic's support system. There are so many online support groups. Reach out to friends and family. You're looking for people who can empathize with this journey. Remember, you are not alone in this. And you shouldn't have to be as you traverse this new landscape that is your life. I wish that I had a support system prior to surgery. I had my family, and I did tell them, obviously I'm here on YouTube, I think I have told as many people as I possibly can that I was having the surgery, that I've gone through bariatric surgery. At the time, I had a friend, a mentor, and she guided me through the process, and I'm so grateful that I had her, because without her support and me calling her and asking questions post-op, I'm not sure who I would have turned to. Now I think there are a lot more support offerings, and I would encourage you to find support even if you don't want to tell another soul that you're having the surgery. Shameless plug. I'm including this as my first tip because it's one of the things I wished that I had had as a bariatric patient. And because I wanted that, I created my own for you, for bariatric patients. So if you are looking for some community support, I do have coaching and a support group called The Coronation. Everything is Disney themed. So please reach out if you are looking for some group support. I will leave the information in the description box below, but you can comment on this video or you can email me directly and I will get you all of the information that you need in order to join us. Another woefully absent part of my daily routine in a pre-op world was self-care. And I know that that's a buzzword and that now self-care can pretty much be used as an excuse to do anything, but hear me out. Self-care is crucial to your future success, not only with weight loss, but for your emotional healing as well. I used to feel like I wasn't worth the time it would take to do self-care. I was angry and embarrassed and ashamed that I had failed so many times on my weight loss journey with diet and exercise that I punished myself by not taking care of myself, which ended up being a very vicious, self-fulfilling cycle. Now, it seems so clear and obvious to me how damaging that was to my self-esteem and to feel like I could be successful with any type of weight loss journey. But logically, I couldn't see it then. So I take extra time and care every single week to prioritize activities that I enjoy, but also that can help me heal and grow as a person. Some of my favorites, in case you want examples, are journaling. I know I've shown this to you before on Instagram as well as here, but I've been starting every day with my productivity journal from Intelligent Change, and I'm about halfway through. I look forward to doing this. So this has two purposes for me. It has the functional piece, which is about things that I need to get done every single week and the organization of that. But it also has a section, sorry, there are things falling out of it. I love this card. I've already read it to you, so I won't again. But I love it and I keep it in here as a bookmark. And I will use it to cover personal information. But it also has a notes page with an inspirational quote every single day at the top. So in the morning, I start my notes page with a gratitude prompt. And I've also been really liking, how are you going to be gentle with yourself today, as a prompt as well. So I vacillate between what I think I need that day, but I love being able to start my day with writing out a to-do list, but then also thinking through, how am I going to bring more joy into my day? If I have a discount code for this, I will leave it in the description box below. And they have different versions. I'm actually thinking about ordering Callie one for the summer as a gratitude journal, so that we can do it together. But they have kids journals, they have other productivity planners, they have daily journals, and they have really just beautiful blank ones for you to put your whole heart and soul into. That does not take me more than 5 to 6 minutes at the start of the day. So that is how I'm opening my day, getting some of my self-care in right away. Another practice that I've been loving lately is yoga. I talked to you about this recently too. I'm not able to run right now because of my knee. So yoga has been a challenging practice that I'm seeing growth in on a regular basis. And it's slow. It helps me focus on my breathing. We set intentions for the practice. So I love my local hot yoga class, but there are mornings where I don't have 90 minutes to dedicate to yoga. So I've been using the Apple Plus Fitness app. It's free for a month, and I've been doing yoga with two of my favorite instructors, Dice and Jonelle, almost every day, literally out in the backyard, right on the grass to start my mornings. And I feel like that is obviously very good for my body, my core, my strength, my metabolism, but it's also good for my mental health because I'm doing movement that my body likes. And for years, I punished my body with really intense HIIT workouts or super high impact cardio that hurt and left me feeling drained and like I wasn't successful at it. So now I only do movement in a way to celebrate my body and work toward my future fitness goals rather than punish it. A practice that I'm working on incorporating more is meditation. I do morning affirmations every single day, but I don't often meditate. I was actually watching a TikTok about the hot girl walk this summer being translated to a hot girl meditative walk where you actually walk for 30 minutes in silence rather than listening to an audiobook or a podcast or music, because the time alone in your head is supposed to be meditative. I tend to meditate or at least think in silence when I'm doing my skincare. So that can be, well, the skincare is obviously self-care, but I've been trying to not add a layer of noise into it and just be in my own space. You know I love me a warm bubble bath, even in the summertime, with a great book and a great candle. Engage in hobbies that nourish your soul. I am spending this summer in my inner child era, if you will, where I am purposefully, intentionally choosing activities that my younger self would have enjoyed. I am trying to heal from my youngest age up. I'm 38 now, realizing that I carry all of my younger ages kind of inside me. So I am choosing things to take care of younger Chelsea, and I kind of parent in that same strategy too. This week, I took Callie to the Seaport District of Boston, and we went to a store called the Little Words Project. And we each made 3 bracelets, think like Taylor Swift friendship bracelet style, but the Little Words Project is all about like words of healing, words of affirmation, and they sell their own bracelets in various stores across America, but also on Instagram. I'll link them below. This is not sponsored, though I would love it to be, but you can book a beading appointment at a table for up to 10 people. So I booked an appointment for Callie and I to go bead, and in those 30 minutes that we had there, we each made 3 bracelets. That's the max you can make. They have measurements for you. They have all the beads out. So we both made ones that say "Magic is Calling" with stars, which is a Disney reference. I made one that says "Happily Ever After" for the fireworks for turning in Magic Kingdom. It just didn't go with this outfit today. And then my third one says "Bejeweled" because 1, what an amazing word to live by, but 2, obviously Taylor Swift. Callie's say "Magic is Calling." She made one that says "Peace" and had little peace signs around it. She actually gave that one to Zoe, her cousin, and she made one that says "Callie" in Rapunzel colors. So we spent a half an hour beating our little hearts out, and honestly, I could have spent hours there. My inner 7-year-old was screaming with joy. So that's one example of an activity that I am doing with Callie, but also for me. And then I also have one I want to show you from a company called Chalky Crown. They have sent me some really cool, you know, that little black paper that when you like scratch it with a wooden dowel or a wooden pencil, there's like colors underneath. Like, again, think millennial age childhood. They sent this like glitter bead activity. I'll insert a clip of Callie and I doing it here. This was definitely a little advanced for the motor skills of Callie, but this was so cathartic. I love anything arts and crafts. I love all things writing. So anytime I have the opportunity to create, even without the intention of displaying my creation, just for the joy of doing it and being in that moment, so much fun. And I threw Callie a mermaid themed last day of school party that honestly was so joyful to prepare and experience alongside her. I will link that video here for you. Taking care of yourself, no matter how you choose to do it, is essential and not selfish. You don't need permission, but if you do, here is your permission to start your self-care movement. Let's talk therapy. After weight loss surgery, we rely so heavily on the scale to do one thing, and that's to see the numbers decrease week to week. And that can happen very quickly for some people. For other people, it's a more slow and steady race. But there is a point where the scale stops or pauses in movement. And then we think we have failed yet again in some way. This can trigger old diet culture mentalities and disordered ways of eating and thinking about eating, including body dysmorphia. I'm going to link that video here as well because that's something I have personally experienced. If you find that at any point post-op, you have emotional challenges that persist and are overwhelming, you need to speak to someone else who isn't just a coach or a friend or a family member. It might be time to consider therapy. There is a quite high percentage of people who seek therapy post-op because coping mechanisms where food used to be that thing for any and all emotions can't exist anymore, especially immediately right after surgery. So there can be waves of depression. They are temporary, but it's worth seeking actual medical advice for. Remember, my loves, healing is not linear. There are going to be amazing, incredible milestone days post-op, but a lot of them are also going to be challenging. I'm not trying to scare you away from surgery if you're pre-op, but I do think it's important to know what lies ahead. Be kind to yourself. Yes, this includes even during your setbacks, and we celebrate every single victory, big but especially small. Those small non-scale victories are my favorite ones. You are strong. You are resilient, and you are capable of every success that this tool has to offer. Remember why you did this, okay? You are creating a beautiful, healthy life that you get to build. And there will be a day, hopefully soon, where your mental space clears, where you used to spend time obsessing with negative emotion over the size of your body, and now that dissipates and you get to focus on true things that matter in your life, not your body. Your body is just a vessel. We just want to make it as healthy as possible so that you get to live a beautiful, long, incredible life. Thank you for joining me today while we talk about the meaningful impact of weight loss surgery on our mental health. Remember, if you're looking for coaching support, I am here for you. Check out the description box. We are on this journey together. If you like this content, will you give this video a thumbs up for me, please? And if you know someone who might benefit from it, I hope you will share it with them. Let's support each other as we grow and heal in this bariatric world. I am sending you love, kindness, and positivity because you can do this. I love you. See you next week. Bye, friends.